Hey guys, this week I wanted to do something a little different. We're gonna dive into 4 not so well-known facts about the United States, things that we might have heard about or kind of were taught in school, but we weren't given the full run of it. There's an old saying that there's 3 sides to every story: your side, their side, and the truth. So I wanted to let you know that I did do research before this. I did look into them, but I do encourage that you do it yourself as well. Educate yourself, find answers for yourself, and don't always believe everything that's fed to you. So take power of what you're being told. All right, let's begin. All right, if my hair flies around, the wind is acting up, and it didn't get the memo that I was going to be recording outside today. So fact number 1. It's a long story, so I'll try to be as straightforward with it as much as possible. So on January 17th, 1893, Hawaii's monarchy was overthrown. That's right. Hawaii had their own government before they became a part of the United States. They traded on their own with other countries and were respected as their own entities, until America got greedy with the resources that they had. 13 American men that resided there were called the Committee of Safety. And they got pressed because when the king passed away, his sister is the one that took charge. And that upset them because when the king was in power, they were able to change laws and get foreigners to have more control over what was happening in Hawaii instead of the Hawaiians themselves. So when the sister got into power and she became queen, she wanted to give power back to her people, obviously. And she wanted to give power back to herself, back to who the power belonged to. So, long story short, there was a supposed attack against these 13 men and they had to be protected. So they claimed that the queen was part of this coup d'etat, and they put her on house arrest. They put her in house arrest until she finally agreed to abdicate herself and dissolve the monarchy. Yeah. So the United States basically took Hawaii. They robbed Hawaii. Hawaii never became a part of the United States because they wanted to. They were forced to. So do with that information what you will. Fact number 2, dose. The Prohibition was when the United States banned alcohol because it was being produced illegally, sold in places illegally, and there was a rise in violence. So they decided, hey, let's make everybody stop drinking. That's not good. That's not great. It's not lit. What they did was that when they put into law the prohibition that you can't drink, they were also putting poison into the alcohol in order to discourage drinking. I'm going to say it one more time. They were poisoning their citizens in order to discourage drinking. When I think we all know that they were mad, they were pressed that they weren't getting all the money that they wanted from the alcohol, which is why they banned it, so that they could get better control of it, and then they were going to reintroduce it. But thousands of people died from this, but I don't remember being taught that in school. Do you? Fact number 3. The United States has no official language. Yeah, you heard me right. The United States has no official language. Say it one more time for the people in the back. The United States has no official language. I think most of the people that I know this, but there's some ignorant people that don't. So I just wanted to include that fact. So next time someone says speak English, you're in America, just take the opportunity to educate them and let them know that being in America don't mean squat diddly when it comes to what language you're supposed to speak. Speak whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. This is a country that is a melting pot of culture and identity. Embrace it and protect it, because that's who we are. Fact number 4. trying to cover this up because the wind is blowing. Last fact is Arizona, California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming, and a majority part of Texas all used to belong to Mexico lindo. So what happened? Basically, Western expansion occurred. Mexico was offered money for certain parts of their country by the United States, and they said, "Nah, we good. We don't want your money." So the United States found a reason, like they always do, to invade. And what happened is that they entered into a 2-year-long battle with Mexico. And at that moment, Mexico was in a bad place financially and socially. So in 1847, that war ended. In 1848, a treaty was made handing over the territories plus more, plus money, to the United States for the damage that had occurred. So when you look at it, Mexicans do come from almost half of the United States. So a lot of Americans don't acknowledge that conversation, or the conversation how they're still killing Native Americans to this day, but in more subtle ways via the health system and the care that they provide to them. But that's a conversation for another day, for another video. So I'm gonna end it here. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, do your own research and educate yourself with the tools you have around you every single day. Stay safe. I love you, and see you again soon.